Good evening, Bulldog fans, and welcome to Jefferson Bulldog Football live on YouTube TV. I'm Bobby Lang-Bartels.
I'm Greg Ingraham.
And we are here at W.F. Lockett Stadium, Jerry Bennett Field in Jefferson, Texas. And tonight, the Jefferson Bulldogs are hosting the Atlanta Rabbits. Greg, Atlanta Rabbits, hey, always a tough team to play against.
That's right. And this is a big game.
And, you know, last week they had a tight game against Sabine, actually trailed in that game back and forth and came out with the victory. So coming in tonight, Atlanta Rabbits are coming in 3-3. Bulldogs are 4-1, minus the canceled game against DeKalb.
But what's most important, they're both coming in 1-0 in district.
That is correct. And we've got a couple other good games around the district tonight. Tatum's going to be taking on White Oak, and Sabine is going up against Gladewater. And, Greg, if you would, let top 15 teams in 3A Division I in the state of Texas. What do we have?
We've got Hitchcock at number 1, Columbus at number 2, Malakoff at number 3, in the Bulldogs' way to get to state.
That's right.
Bushland is number 4, Winsboro is number 5, Franklin is number 6, and the Jefferson Bulldogs are ranked number 7 in the state of Texas, 3A Division I.
There you go.
And making a run for state is a strong possibility for this team.
And some other games around the region tonight. Mr. Doug Thompson, our Max Prep reporter, has Pottsboro at Winsboro. That's going to be a good game. Both of those guys are 6-0. Franklin's at Troy. Jim Ned, we just talked about them at Clyde. Malakoff has a bye week this week. Here is another good game. Hitchcock and Columbus, both of them 7-0.
And that's number 1 against number 2.
That is going to be one we're going to keep our eye on. So one of those guys is going to drop, and depending on how close that game is. Rusk is at Carthage. Carthage sitting at 7-0. Texas High is traveling to Marshall, and North Mesquite is at Longview. Longview is 5-1. So there's going to be some good games we're going to be keeping our eyes on around the region.
And we will bring you those scores as they come in.
Let's run down a list of our sponsors for tonight's game, Greg.
Well, tonight our game is presented by Brown Rig Insurance, sponsored in part by Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Edward Jones Investments, Maxim Eyes, Bulldog Bail Bonds, Patterson Pest Patrol, Johnson Collision, Porta-John, and Laura Allen Photography.
And a couple of memos here we're going to get read to you. The Jefferson PTO invites you to their fun-filled fall festival on Saturday, October 21st from 5 to 8 p.m. at W.F. Lockett Stadium. Wear your family-friendly costume as you play games, win prizes, enjoy the petting zoo, bounce houses, and so many more activities. Admission is $5 per person at the entrance. Children 2 and under are free. Bring the whole family out for a spooktacular time. And we've got a note from Patterson Pest Patrol. We're going to be mentioning this on and off tonight. They've got a big event coming up tomorrow at Lake of the Pines. Why don't you tell us about it, Greg?
That's right. Countdown is here. Patterson Pest Patrol, LLC, annual Crappie Throwdown is about to start tomorrow morning. Line down at 7 a.m. at Lake of the Pines. Lines up at 1 p.m. and must be in line to weigh by 2 p.m. While you're waiting to weigh in, grab you a bite to eat or wait until afterwards and celebrate with a free meal on us with DK's famous Texas barbecue. They will be on site to feed all of our fishing teams. We are stoked and ready for this annual event. If you haven't registered, there's still time. Go to the website, www.pattersonpestpatrolllc.com, or you can register early in the morning on site before 7 a.m. David Williams will be there with entry forms. If you from anywhere on the field, we saw last week him break off a 98-yard touchdown run.
So I don't know if you saw that video from Huddle, but he had the longest run in Texas last week from the line of scrimmage. He was number 1 with 98 yards. There were 4 others from 93 to 95. I think one was 96, but he had the number 1 spot with 98 yards.
With that offensive line blocking for him on that 98-yard run, they sealed off the defensive line, blew out the backer, And because that White Oak was trying to get in there and get a safety, he popped right through the line. Next thing you know, he's 5 yards downfield from anybody else on the defense trying to catch him. And with his speed, they weren't going to do that.
16 touchdowns on the year. So hopefully we're going to add to that tonight. On the receiving side of the ball, Chris Love leads it with 15 receptions, 393 yards. And let's see, all-purpose yards, he also has 393. So he's averaging 78.6 yards per game. So that's not too bad either.
No. When you can pass, you loosen up the defense, keep them from just ganging up on your run, and then you can just break those big runs.
And last week, the Bulldogs went up against the White Oak Roughnecks, who are kind of struggling this year. But, they managed to put 18 points up, and they went for 2-point conversions every time. They didn't even attempt an extra point kick. They went for the 2-point, and they did not convert any of them. So they ended up with 18 points. One thing about having that huge lead, it kind of makes you relax a little bit.
Yes.
And that's the defense, gave up 18 points. They were coming off back-to-back shutouts, Hughes
Right.
Springs and Centerville. So I know they were talking about trying to get that third shutout, but it's just hard when you're up by that much to just keep that energy up and the momentum. It's just like
Right, letting off the gas, they
just want to
sometimes
let off
call
the
it.
gas a little bit, yeah. So we've got a good one coming up. The Atlanta Rabbits visiting Bulldogs here in Jefferson tonight. We're going to go ahead and go to the coaches show, and once that is done, we'll be right back and take it into tonight's game.
Hey everybody, I'm Madeline Quinn with Bulldog TV, and this is your weekly pregame segment, Questions with Coach. Today I'm here again with Jefferson ISD's Athletic Director, Antoine Jefferson.
Madeline, great to be on with you. Man, great homecoming crowd.
Yeah.
Got to see a lot of people we hadn't seen in a while, and a lot of people opportunity to see our kids play for the first time live. So definitely thank you to all the alums that came back and watched. The kids were excited. Mm-hmm. A few of them stuck their head in the locker room just to say hello and got a chance to introduce them to people. So our kids were excited. And it was great when we pulled into the stadium that there were people already there tailgating.
Really?
Like at 4 o'clock.
See, I hate I missed it because I was suffering from the flu.
It was one of the best homecoming scenes, especially the pre-game atmosphere, just people out tailgating. So it's pretty neat.
Okay. So we're going to go over a few game stats. The defense had 6 players with double-digit tackles led by Coben Tomlinson with 20. Judson Carter and Tomias Taylor each had 2 interceptions. The offense gained 633 yards with 346 on the ground and 287 in the air. The leading rusher, Cameron Williams, had 277 yards and 5 touchdowns. And the Dogs had 5 players with receptions and scored 5 touchdowns through the air. Those are some good stats, Coach.
Yes, pretty balanced. At the end of the night, you look at just how we able to spread things around. With Cameron only run the ball 13 times. Tomias throwing touchdowns, 5 touchdowns to 3 different receivers. And really just showed a lot of balance. We did a good job of adjusting to what they gave us. They really loaded the box to try to keep us from running, which that didn't quite work. And then they backed up and gave us a lot of short passes that our kids really turned into some big plays. So just proud of them, and all of that wouldn't be possible without the linemen up front. Those guys have been outstanding all year. Led by our seniors, Bryce Clark and Luis Gomez. Those guys have done a good job of, like we said, leading up to this game. No matter what other teams do defensively, they pretty much seen it all at this point, and they do a great job of adjusting. where you may hit us at the line of scrimmage, and then as you look at the video, we might go 98 if you don't make the play. So just proud of those guys. Those guys have really done well. And then you talk about all the tackles. A lot of that begins with our defensive line, which that group is led by Keyshawn Whitaker and Travis Harris Jr. They're the two stalwarts. They're the two returning starters. And we've kind of built around those guys on the D-line. And they really free up those linebackers and safeties to make a lot of tackles. So definitely proud of them.
Okay, obviously we had a huge win, but who stood out the most?
Well, just a little bit more about the win. Just proud of our kids to focus. Like we said last week, I really like homecoming. I like seeing people out tailgating. For our kids to keep everything in perspective and to be able to focus on the game when it's time to play the game. Enjoy the activities, but when it's time to play the game, focus. And I thought they did a great job with that, with all the activities. But, a lot of the players that we already talked about it. It's great. We see the same things. Cameron Williams, our junior running back, I think he's at 1,100 yards already. Coben Tomlinson, our freshman linebacker, he's just getting better every week. He's a smart kid. He's physical. He's really, really good. Justin Carter, the junior safety, had 2 interceptions and several tackles. And really kind of the dad of the secondary. He does a great job of getting other guys lined up. If he knows something, he's going to make sure everybody else knows. Mm-hmm. So proud of him for that. And then Tobias Taylor, just to do it on both sides of the ball, just what he did passing, and he also had 2 interceptions on defense. And he's just a junior. So we had a lot of balance, had a lot of guys really contribute. And at the end of the night, we felt like a lot of kids made a memory. They made a homecoming memory that they're going to remember forever.
Which is good, though. I mean,
really
you don't
good.
really forget a 71-point game. I mean,
yes.
It's solid.
Yes.
So, obviously, we had a big win, and we've had a few big wins in the past, too. This is our biggest. But what's it mean now? Because that was our first district game, and we won like that. What does that do for us?
Well, it just means we were 1-0 last week in the new season. We felt like it started a new season, so we're 1-0 in the new season. But it was great to hear our guys, as soon as the game was over, we had literally put it behind us and start focusing on who we had next, So the kids did a good job of just putting that behind us. And our goal is to go 1-0 this week. The ultimate goal is just go 1-0 each week. And as long as we keep that focus, this team will continue to get better.
Okay. So obviously we play some of the same teams that we played last year and years past. Is there any different kind of preparation that we have whenever we go against a familiar team we've played before?
I'll say yes and no. We always want to work on our base stuff, and these are the teams that know you better than anyone else. So we really focus on the things that we really do well, and knowing that our district opponents, one thing we do in our district, unlike most districts, we trade every film. So from game 1, we begin to trade film. So by the time you play that opponent, you have every film of their previous games. But, week in and week out, we still try to add a few wrinkles here and there, but ultimately we want to get better at what we do. Even last week, the win at the rate we did, there's still some things we need to clean up this week.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's always room for improvement no matter what, which is good. So we play Atlanta this week. They've been a rival of ours for a while, and we've been in the same district for 40 years. So that means there might be a little tension there between the boys.
Oh, yeah. You can't have the fact that it's going to be emotional contest.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it.
How do you handle that?
To understand that the emotions are part of it, and we have several Jefferson alums on the staff, so they played against Atlanta, so they
in y'all's blood at this point.
Yeah. So I just talking to Coach Young this week. He's like, I think they cost me a state championship in high school. So a lot of those memories kind of come back up, just talking about those things. But our guys are very excited about this game. Like I said, from the time the clock clicked 0, we had turned our attention to Atlanta, and now we just got to slow our guys down to really prepare them, because a lot of our kids felt like they could have played Atlanta Saturday morning. They were
Really?
just so excited, ready to go. So, but we want to slow them down, kind of build them up to the game, and understand that there's going to be some emotions, but we still got to go out and play the game. You know, we can't have a whole lot of penalties because in a game like this, if you let your emotions take over, you know, penalties can really affect the game.
If, like,
You know,
really
so we just kind of remind them, no extra stuff. Just go out and play. Let your pass do the talking. If we tackle and we block, we'll be fine.
Okay. I think it'll be a good game. I mean, I'll definitely be very invested watching it.
You know, we've had some unique games over the years. You know, if you go back and look at our latest games, you know, we beat them last year in a one-score game. You know, I think we're up 16-0, like in the last 2 minutes of the game, and they scored. Or we beat them by 8. And then the year before, we beat them in overtime.
Oh.
Yes, in overtime at home.
That's whenever it
Yeah.
really hits.
Yeah.
Like, whether you win or lose,
Yeah.
you're just kind of in shock at that point.
Yeah. Then the year before, they beat us at Atlanta. And then the year before that, we beat them in a blowout at home. It wasn't even close. So it's been some of those games where we're both talented enough where if somebody get the upper hand, you can really run off with. You know, both teams have that type of talent. But as usual, they're a team they're very athletic. You know, but we are too. You know, they're well coached, and both sets of kids are going to play hard. You know, this is a game that, you know, if we didn't game plan, if we didn't practice, and we just play and have fun and just continue to just slow them down and just build it up to Friday night. And we feel like Friday night you'll see our team just continue to do some really good things. We're really proud of them. Just how we're able to get the ball to different people. We've continued to develop different playmakers throughout the year. You know, you look at Cameron Williams. He has one of the least amount of carries for a guy that has 1,000 yards already. You know, just because we hadn't had to run him a whole lot.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the great things about him when he's out of the game, you know, he's his backup's greatest cheerleader. You know, just want him to do well. But very proud of our kids, and it's going to be a good night. So it's going to be a game that, if it's any way possible, you definitely want to be there.
Okay,
you
you're
know.
going to want to see this.
Yeah, you want to be there.
Guarantee that.
You know, the live stream will be good. Like, we have some of the best people, you know, putting on our live stream production. And, you know, I actually look forward to watching the playback on Saturday mornings.
Always watching the next day,
Oh, my
too.
God. It's a great production. It's unbelievable, you know. But if you can be there, be in the house, you know, if you just wear maroon and white, you can.
It is October, too,
Yes.
which is like breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
So if you want to wear pink,
Yes.
by all means do it. I mean, you know, that's bigger than the football game itself, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, our guys will wear, you know, I think this week we're wearing all maroon, and we'll have some pink accents, you
That's
know,
good, though.
to kind of represent the cause. So it's going to be a fun night.
It will.
Hey, come on out to WF Lockett Stadium, Jerry Bennett Field. You know, and I'm sure when I talk to Coach this week, he'll be jacked up about playing Atlanta too. So it's going to be fun.
You know he's going to have something to say about
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, that concludes this week's pregame segment, Questions Discussion. We will see y'all next week.
And here are your Jefferson Bulldogs of the week. Starting off, we have number 10, Judson Carter. Number 7, Coben Tomlinson. And not shown, we have number 5, Cameron Williams, and number 16, Tomias Taylor. And these were your Bulldogs of the week. Tune in next week to see who the next ones are.
And welcome back, Bulldog fans. The pregame show was brought to you tonight by Brown Rig Insurance. The first quarter and opening kickoff is going to be brought to you by Patterson Pest Patrol. And on the screen right now, we have the Jefferson starting offense. Left tackle, Luis Gomez. Left guard, Bryce Clark. Center is going to be Zach Holscher. Right guard, Hayden Ray. Right tackle, Keelan Williams. Quarterback is Tomias Taylor. Fullback, Keyshawn Whitaker. Cameron Williams will be the running back. Tight end, Anthony Flannery. And at the 2 receiving positions, Travis Gray and Chris Love. And that is your starting offense.
As we saw, the Bulldogs will be receiving the opening kickoff. And now for the starting defense. At defensive end, number 8, Travis Harris. Defensive tackle, 53, Alex Xavier Pryor. Defensive tackle, 54, Bryce Clark. Defensive end, number 30, Keyshawn Whitaker. Linebacker, number 7, Coben Tomlinson. Linebacker, number 21, the Bulldozer, Kristen Bowman. Also at linebacker, number 19, Joshua Biddle. Cornerbacks, Dan Smith, number 15, and number 16, Tomias Taylor. The safeties are number 10, Judson Carter, and number 3, Chris Love.
So the Bulldogs will be receiving the opening kickoff. Back deep is number 10, Judson the Moose Carter. Kicking off for the Atlanta Rabbits is number 0, Peyton Harrison. For all you tuning in on Bulldog Live TV on YouTube, hey, if you want to go to the chat section, if you're an alumni, let me know what year you graduated. Shout out to my buddy, Mr. Terry Wells, class of 86, tuning in tonight. Got a good one tonight. The Atlanta Rabbits coming into Bulldog Stadium 3-3. Your Bulldogs are sitting at 4-1. Had one game erased from the schedule due to weather. That was against DeKalb, so that's where the one game offset is at. And here we go with the opening kickoff. A little kick right to the up man. That is number 19, Joshua Biddle, getting a handle on that one and taking it down. Bulldogs will be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Greg's going to be keeping up with our stats tonight. Does an amazing job. Tomias Taylor will be the quarterback for the Bulldogs. Cameron the Beast Williams will be in the backfield with him. He'll be doing most of the carries tonight. Now they move that ball up to the 47-yard line of the Atlanta Rabbits, where it's 1st and 5. Must have been a Bulldog bail bond penalty on that opening kickoff.
Probably an offside, but missed the referee's call.
Now they move the sticks, 1st and 10 Bulldogs. And here we go. Taylor hands off to Williams, going up the middle, looking for some room, and he's got quite a bit on the first carry of the night. Takes it down to the 39-yard line of the Atlanta Rabbits. Be 2nd and 2. Long 2. These Bulldogs are going to move fast on offense. Taylor takes it, hands off to Williams. Going to try the right side where he's taken down quickly. Taken down by number 2 is Demore Limbrick for the Atlanta Rabbits. Maybe lost a yard, Greg. That's going to be 3rd and 3 now for the Bulldogs. Got trip receivers left. Williams in the backfield. Rolls out to his left, looking.
He's got a man deep.
That is going to be number 11, Travis Gray Jr. That's good enough for the first down. Move those sticks. That's a Patterson Pest Patrol first down for the Bulldogs.
Travis Gray Jr. Never get enough yards for the Bulldogs. First down. And he was knocked out of bounds by number 0.
13 yards on that catch, unofficially. Call it 14 from where they finally put the ball. And Cameron Williams pops through the middle. He is pushing for it. They got him down inside the 5. So a gain of waiting for the spot.
We're going to work on trying to get
2 yards.
Trying to get that crowd mic going for you. It's going to be 1st and goal now for the Bulldogs. And the bulldozer, Kristen Bowman, is in the backfield. He takes it, and you can just
He is
count
in.
on a maximized touchdown for the bulldozer. Kristen Bowman in for the Bulldogs. First score of the night. That score comes with 10:35 remaining in the first quarter.
Kristen Bowman for the Bulldogs score. The Bulldogs will go for the extra point.
That brings out Dominic Rivers to attempt the PAT. Judson Moose Carter will be the holder. Deep snappers, number 9, Anthony Flannery. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it is good right down the middle. So just like that, your Bulldogs lead the Atlanta Rabbits 7-0. And that's how it goes, Greg. Cameron Williams, the beast, the workhorse, is going to take it down there, and then it's time for the bulldozer to just bulldoze his way through that line and get the quick score.
That's right.
Dominic Rivers will be the kicker. He has the ball. It'll be teed up at the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs. Bulldogs lead with a quick score on the first drive of the night. And back deep for the Atlanta Rabbits. Going to be number 24, Marshawn Woodbury. Number 7 is Jaden Riley. He's the deep man. Rivers opts a little pooch kick right over the front line, and if they get on it, it'll be their ball, but it is recovered by the Rabbits. Going to be close to the 30-yard line. We'll wait for the spot. And they've got it right at the 30 where the Rabbits will take over first and 10. 10:33 remaining in the first quarter. Jefferson up 7-0.
So now we'll see that Jefferson brick wall defense put a stop to the Rabbits.
Quarterback is Peyton Harrison. He's going to hand off to number 2, Damori Limbrick, around the right side. And actually, that's number 7, Jaden Riley, on the carry. Short gain. Brings up second and long for the Rabbits.
Short game of play. Bring up second down and long at the 31.
We're trying to get this crowd mic going for you where you can hear the action outside. Having a little difficulty with it. Here's the snap, drops back to pass. He's got a receiver. It's completed. But he's going to be brought down by number 7, Coben Tomlinson, very quickly. That was number 7, Jaden Riley for the Rabbits. That's going to bring up third and a long 3 for the Rabbits.
That was just a short underneath pass, well defended by the Bulldogs, and not enough for a first down.
And the ball is in the air. That's going to be picked off by Coben Tomlinson of the Bulldogs. He's going to take it down close to the 32-yard line of the Rabbits.
Number 7 for the Bulldogs, Coben Tomlinson.
So just like that, a third down turns into a turnover for the Bulldogs. Peyton Harrison's pass deflected straight up in the air, and Coben Tomlinson comes down with the INT. That's going to be first and 10 Bulldogs. They've got it spotted about the 33-yard line of the Atlanta Rabbits.
And just checking, Cameron Williams is back in the backfield.
It'll go to Williams around the right side. He's got a blocker in front. Great block. But he's going to be taken down by number 2, Damori Limbrick.
Yeah, their defense swarmed onto that side. And although he had a blocker out in front of him who delivered an awesome block, there were just too many defenders out there for him to deal with. And a no gain on the play.
And you can't ask for a better block than that. Great hustle.
No, he just plowed him under.
So 2nd and 10 for the Dogs. Dropping back to pass is Taylor. He's going to go deep.
Great
He's got
protection. He's got
that should be a flag.
Oh, and there are multiple flags going
was
at that one. The defender just grabbed his jersey and hauled him down.
So that'll be a pass interference penalty, Bulldog bail bond penalty against the Atlanta Rabbits. That'll give the Bulldogs a first down.
And just waiting to see where they mark this. In the NFL, it would be at the 1 yard line, but here in the high school ball, they are giving him 15 yards.
Hand off to Williams around the right side, looking for some daylight. We got another flag coming from the backfield. That's probably going to be a hold against the Bulldogs. We'll wait for the call.
And a hold.
So that'll be a 10-yard penalty against the Bulldogs. And yes, Brian Smith, she does. Thanks for asking.
So 1st and 20 for the Bulldogs.
So no gain on the carry for Cameron Williams.
No, we took it back.
That's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Bulldogs. Split receivers on both sides for the Dogs. Dropping back to pass. Pass is complete. That's out to number 11, Travis Gray Jr. for the Bulldogs. That'll make up a few yards. Close to 12, I believe, on that completion for the Bulldogs. So 3rd and long, 8, maybe 9 for the Bulldogs. Taylor rolls out to the left, looking. He's got time. It passed. Oh, dropped. That was number 4, Jakiri Johnson on the left sideline. Just couldn't hang on to it. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs. Dominic Rivers is going to come out. It looks to attempt a field goal. Moose Carter will be the holder for him. Long field goal attempt here for the Dogs. There's the snap. It's down. The kick is up. That ball's got to go. Looks like it's just a hair short. Good attempt by Rivers. Just came up maybe a couple yards short. And the Rabbits will take over. 1st and 10. Their 20-yard line. Peyton Harrison is the quarterback. In the backfield looks like number 8, Brady Partain. He gets the carry. That is number 6, actually. Got some yardage. That's Jamarian Austin. He gets out to the 33, which is going to be a first down. We're still trying to work on the crowd mic to see if we can get that going. Having a little difficulty with that. 1st and 10 for the Rabbits. Ball's at the 33-yard line. Dropping back to pass, little slip screen. And he's going to get a few yards out of that pass play. About 5 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Rabbits.
Second down for the Rabbits at their own 38.
There's the snap, the handoff around the right side. And he's going to get a couple yards on that. That was number 6, Jamarian Austin for the Rabbits. 3rd and 3 now for the Rabbits. 6:46 remaining in the first quarter.
The Rabbits are trying to get some momentum going, get a couple of first downs and a big drive. With this
Snap.
3rd down,
Looking to throw. He's going to take off now. He's going to have to, he does sidestep a defender and gets the first down. That was Peyton Harrison on the carry right up to midfield. Be 1st and 10 Rabbits.
an amazing run, just trying to pick his way through the defense after the pass protection fell apart on him. So the Bulldogs will try to stop him now at midfield. And another short gain for the Rabbits. Call it 2 yards.
Football at the Bulldog. Second down at the Bulldog 48.
And Jamarian Austin goes out of the game after that carry.
2nd and 8 now for the Rabbits. Dropping back to pass is Harrison, looking to run, but oh, he was almost taken down. Still looking. There he throws. He's just going to throw that one away. He was under some serious pressure from number 8. That was Travis Harris Jr.
Yes, he just threw it away, but he had receivers that he simply overthrew who were well covered.
Brings up 3rd and long now for the Rabbits.
Right. So the Bulldogs prepare to make a defensive stop here.
3rd and long for the Rabbits.
Referees are trying to maintain control of the game here.
Harrison dropping back to pass, looking to run, now looking to throw. He's going to be taken down. That's number 19, Joshua Biddle for the Bulldogs.
Loss of 9 on that play.
So that's going to bring up 4th down for the Rabbits. Looks like Harrison's going to stay in to punt for the Rabbits. It's about 4th and 16. Back deep for the Bulldogs is Moose Carter, number 10.
And they are spreading their offensive line like they may decide to go for this via the pass. We'll see how the Bulldogs respond to this.
There's the snap, and there
He goes
is the
ahead
punt.
and kicks it.
Going to let that drop. They need to get out of the way. It takes a rabbit roll just over the 20-yard line, about the 22-yard line where the Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10. Greg, the next time you have an outdoor project or planning a big event, be sure to prepare for all your needs. The folks at Porta-John are happy to fix you up with all the outdoor conveniences. Anytime you need them, Porta-John has everything from simple portable restrooms to handicapped accessible facilities and hand wash stations. They can even provide air-conditioned or heated restroom trailers for your next big event. Call them at 665-7449 or go online to portajohn.com.
Well, after being stopped on their last possession, the Bulldogs are going to come out and move this ball.
Williams takes the handoff up the middle, short gain.
3 yards there.
Going to bring up 2nd and 7 now for the Bulldogs.
Williams has 32 yards on 5 carries so far.
Short game. Bulldog football, 2nd down at their own 25.
Taylor throws to the outside where he's got a man. That is number 24, Jermaine Hopkins Jr. on the completion for the first down. A Patterson Pest Patrol first down. Move those chains. Greg, been really impressed this year with this passing game from the Bulldogs.
Yes.
Good number of receivers out there. All of them can catch the ball and run with it.
That's right.
Snap is going to go to Williams. Looking for some room up the middle. Short gain. About 3.5 yards on that carry for Williams.
Call it 4.
Brings up 2nd and 6 now for the Bulldogs. Taylor takes the snap, heading around the left side. He's got a man open. That's Travis Harris Jr. again. Or, I'm sorry, Jermaine Hopkins Jr., number 24. That should be enough for the Patterson Pest Patrol first down. 3:09 remaining in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0 over the Atlanta Rabbits. Twin receivers to the left, single to the right. Drop back to pass. Quick throw to Chris Love. One man to beat, but he's not going to get away from that tackle. They're going to get him back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. If he could have broke that one tackle, Greg,
he had some running room.
He had some room. Yes, he did.
That's one of the marks of a good defense is the ability to make the solo tackles, especially in the open field when the man has a chance to maneuver around you. Okay. And Taylor takes the snap, hands it to Cam Williams, who goes through the middle of the line for a 6-yard gain. Call that 5 as the referees spot it on the 41-yard line of the Rabbits. So Taylor looks over, and we have a timeout called. No, we have a penalty marker on the field. Looking to see what they're going to call here. And this one will be against the Bulldogs.
So, Greg, I think we got a bad mic cable going to the crowd mic up top, and we do not have a backup tonight.
5-yard false start penalty against the offense. 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 for the Dogs. Plenty of time on the play clock.
Taylor's getting some instructions from the sideline.
Dropping back to pass, looking. Now he's going to scramble. He's got some running room. If he could break this one tackle, that's going to be close. He's going to be short by a couple yards, but that is manageable for the Bulldogs if they want to go for it on 4th down. And as you see, Greg, number 21, the Bulldozers coming in.
Right. He's taking the running duties, bringing Cam Harris out.
For those of you
Williams
Bulldog
out.
fans that don't know who the Bulldozer is, that's number 21, Kristen Bowman. About 2 yards is what we need. They hand off to the bulldozer, and you can say that's
he
going to
gets
be
the
a first down. That's going to be close. Let's look at this spot. He needed to get to the 36, and man, they are right on the 36. So let's see.
It looked to me like he got there.
Let's see where the nose of that ball is going to be placed.
And they're probably going to measure this one.
No, that's a first down.
They have called it. The
Yeah,
referee points first down.
First and 10, Bulldogs at the Rabbit 36.
That'll be a Patterson Pest Patrol first down. As Ned Fratangelo would say, move those chains, boys.
And he is here at the game tonight. But a first down for the Bulldogs at the 36-yard line of the Rabbits.
Hand off to Williams up the middle. And a penalty flag comes in at the end of that play. Bulldog bail bonds penalty.
We're waiting to see after that 6-yard gain what they're going to call.
Chris Hill, penalty marker on the field.
Ball is at the 31-yard line. Here's the call. Well, we could tell it's against the Bulldogs.
They are
5
walking
yards.
off. 5 yards against the Bulldogs. Dead ball foul. Pushing the runner. An illegal push.
That may have been a pull because I think he was actually in front of him trying to pull him forward.
Either way, it was
So let's just
Bulldog
replay.
bail bonds penalty.
Yep, we'll replay first down. 1st and 10. Taylor drops back to pass, looking. He's got a man open over there. That is number 24, Jermaine Hopkins Jr. Pass complete. That's going to take it down
To the 39, call it a 7-yard gain.
That is the 28, actually 28. So 2nd and 2 now for the Bulldogs.
A minute, 8 seconds left in the first quarter. The Bulldogs are driving.
Here's the handoff to Williams around the right side. Drop quickly for no gain on that carry. Brought down by number 32, Chris Hale for the Rabbits.
Yeah, the Rabbits defense works in a very similar way to the Bulldogs defense. They do tend to swarm to the football.
So third and 2 for the Dogs. Clock's winding down, 23 seconds.
This will be the last play of the first quarter.
It's going to go to Williams, and he's not going to get the first. He might have gotten a yard. His legs were cut out from underneath him. 4th and 1 now. That's going to bring out the bulldozer, Kristen Bowman.
Okay, and the referee has let us know that the first quarter has come to an end.
That first quarter was brought to you by Patterson Pest Patrol. When we enter that second quarter, it will be brought to you by Mr. Lee Haggard's Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Tell you what, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Hometown banking. It's the kind of business where you work with your neighbors. Neighbors like you find at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Lee Haggard and his staff return the kind of service your parents and grandparents remember with all the features of a 21st century bank. Visit the bank at 371 South Walcott, that's Highway 59. Riverside Bank of Jefferson, a division of FNB Trinity, an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Couple scores from around the area. Tatum is over White Oak, 13-7. And Winsboro is leading Pottsboro 14-7. Those are in the first quarter. Mr. Doug Thompson providing us with the scores. He's our max prep. So we're going to flip ends here, and it's going to be fourth. Man, that's a long two now. It looked like we were about a yard short on the other end of the field. So repeating a few plays ago where we went for it on fourth down. 4th and 2 now, and we got a timeout by the Rabbits. Didn't like something they seen. Johnson Collision on Highway 49 West isn't just where you go when your car or truck gets banged up. It is also the collision repair place that's teaching high school students the skills needed to work in a shop after graduation. A hands-on education and attention to detail when they repair your ride. Call them to learn more at 903-665-2233 right here in Jefferson. That's Mike and Lou Ann Johnson. They always get you fixed up and back on the road looking brand new.
Well, very quickly, I've got some stats from the first quarter. The Bulldogs had 62 yards rushing and a touchdown and went 6 for 7 through the air for 59 yards. The Rabbits had 7 yards rushing, went 2 for 4 through the air for 9 yards and 1 interception.
So a big fourth down here, Greg. This is going to be a big momentum swing one way or the other.
That's right. The Bulldogs tight on the line, and they intend to get this one. They're just going to blow the Rabbits off the line and give it to the Bulldozer.
He takes it around the right side. Oh, he's hit head on. I think he's going to be short.
Their defense, let's see where they place it. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I think that's going to go in the way of the Rabbits.
And the referee makes it a turnover on downs.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, that hole closed quickly because it looked like he had an easy first down, and I'm not sure who came in on that tackle, but met him head on and just stood him straight up.
Yep.
So the Rabbits take over 1st and 10 now, 11:55 left in the second quarter. Rabbits trailing the Bulldogs 7-0.
After getting the play called by their head coach, the Rabbits come over from the sideline, come up to the line of scrimmage, and we'll see what they do here.
Peyton Harrison is the quarterback. He's going to hand off to number 6. That's Jamarian Austin for the Rabbits for a short gain. Maybe 3 yards.
3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 now. Alex Pryor in on the stop for the Dogs. Harrison will work in the pistol position. He hands off and met rudely by a gang of Bulldogs.
He just ran into a brick wall.
Looks like a loss of 2 on that carry. That was number 6, Jamarian Austin for the Rabbits once again. So not a whole lot working on the ground tonight for the Rabbits.
No. Once again, the Jefferson defense stops the run.
Going to send twin receivers to the left, single to the right. Harrison drops back to pass. He's under pressure, and he's just going to throw one up. That could be picked off by Daniel Smith. He's got it.
He did.
He's got it at the 40, and he's crossing midfield. He's got a blocker, but he's taken down, and we got flags coming in everywhere. So that's the second interception of the night for the Bulldogs. This one coming from number 15, Daniel Smith.
We'll see if we can determine what the penalty is here.
I didn't see anything.
No, so we're going to have to wait for the referee's call.
Normally you get a flag right there, and it's like a block in the back or something on the run back, but nobody, I didn't see anything.
No.
Peyton Harrison was under tremendous pressure by the Bulldogs, and I think he just threw up a prayer.
He did. He threw it off his back foot. Not a lot on it, and the defender was able to come down with it.
And he did throw that into double coverage, and Daniel Smith comes down with the INT.
And they're pointing at something on the field, putting the flags on the 47-yard line.
And let's
Still talking it over. Referee is about to give us the call.
It was all post interception, right?
personal foul.
Personal foul against Jefferson. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Rabbits. First down. And they are leaving it at the 47-yard line.
So that'll be 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs with 10:46 remaining in the second quarter. That took us a while to get that sorted out, Greg. Not sure.
Yeah, 2 penalties on the same play, so they had to talk it over to see what they were going to do with it.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Cameron Williams in the backfield alongside of Tomias Taylor, quarterback for the Bulldogs. Puts a man in motion. Taylor drops back to pass. He's looking to throw. He's got Chris Love open for the completion. That's going to be just shy of a first down. Down to the 44-yard line of the Rabbits. That should bring up 2nd and 1 now for the Bulldogs. Good route by Chris Love down the left side. He had double coverage on him on the comeback route.
But a great throw by Tomias Taylor.
Hopkins goes in motion. Hand off to Williams, going up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He finds a seam.
He pops it loose.
He's down close to the 30. Going to mark it at the 32-yard line. That'll be good for a Patterson Pest Patrol first down.
Call it 11 yards on that play.
Bulldogs back up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Trip receivers right. Chris Love to the left. Drops back to throw. Quick throw. He's got a man open. That is number 4, Jakiri Johnson for the Bulldogs. Decent gain.
Waiting to see if it's about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Call it 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs mixing it up through the air and on the ground. Taylor takes a snap, goes to Williams, looking for an opening, but he's not going to find it.
He turned a loss into a no gain, maybe a loss of 1, but
yeah,
he was just about grabbed in the backfield.
Looks like a loss of 1. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Bulldogs.
Cam has 58 yards on 12 carries unofficially.
Taylor rolls out to his left side looking. He's got Hopkins open, and he just overthrows him by a bit. Peyton Harrison had the coverage coming in late to cover him up, and that may have been a good thing. That pass was a little high. That's going to bring up 4th and 6 now for the Bulldogs.
At the 28-yard line.
That's just out of the range of Dominic Rivers, so offense is going to stay on the field. Williams will be in the backfield alongside of Taylor.
Yeah.
Formation gets it tight on the line of scrimmage. Drops back to pass, looking to throw. He's looking, and I think he was past the line of scrimmage.
The referee did throw a flag as soon as he threw it.
Yeah, but we did have an offensive lineman almost in the end zone, too. That's number 77, Zach Holscher, the center. He was all the way down the field on that play.
They're definitely going to get that one called.
You got to stay put, big man. He's running like he's a receiver down there.
Must have thought it was a running play.
So I'm sure that'll be declined, and the Rabbits are going to take over.
So here comes the call. Illegal downfield. against the Bulldogs.
That's declined.
They
First
decline
and
it
10.
to get the first down.
So the Rabbits take over at the 28-yard line. Be first and 10.
The Bulldogs are hoping to make this a 3-and-out, get that ball back, and get more momentum going.
Greg, at halftime, we're going to do a little work on this crowd, Mike, see what we can get going. I don't know if we got a bad cable or something else going on.
Yeah, the connection's not right.
And normally we've got boxes of cables up here, and tonight we don't. That run goes around the right side. He's got an opening. It's a foot race. And he's going to be taken down by Chris Love. So that is a long run that started at the 28-yard line. And
52 yards.
Flag at the end of that play. We'll have to wait and see what that is. Watch this replay, see if we can see what happened right here at the end that drew the flag. Chris Love and Moose Carter are giving chase. And I don't see nothing. Yeah,
They're waving it off.
I don't
He's
know what he
waving-
was.
Yeah, somebody might have thought it was a horse collar tackle, but the referee picks it up and waves it off.
First and 10 now for the Rabbits. Peyton Harrison will work from the pistol formation. He's going to hand off around the left side to Jamarian Austin. He's got a little running room. Just shy of 5 yards on that carry. Let's call it 4 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 now for the Rabbits. A little over 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
The Bulldogs are going to have to forget about that long one and make a stop.
There's a snap, handoff again. That's going to be number 24, Marshawn Woodbury for the Rabbits, who's going to have the first down. Makes it 1st and goal. Atlanta inside the 10.
He got that ball, just ran right for the seam that they had for him. Got it down inside the 10.
Rabbits are on the move inside 10-yard line of the Bulldogs. Harrison takes a snap, hands off over the right side once again. It's Marshawn Woodbury again on the carry for the Rabbits. Over the 5 down to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Rabbits. Woodbury stays in behind Harrison. Harrison takes it himself. He's going to be close, and they're going to give him the touchdown.
Referee gives him the touchdown.
With 7:09 left on the clock. Rabbit touchdown. That's going to bring on number 7, Jaden Riley, for the PAT attempt for the Rabbits. Peyton Harrison will be the holder. Snap, the ball is down, kick is up,
And
it is good. So with 7:09 left in the second quarter, it's all tied up. Atlanta 7 and Jefferson 7. Well, if you guys didn't see that touchdown, you might have to have your eyes checked. Go see Dr. Sheila Lang-Bartels at Maximize in downtown Jefferson. Her staff provides the best customer service in East Texas. They have a wide variety of frames, women's, men's, kids, and designer frames too. Maximize has everything you need for your family eye care, including contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown now after you see her. Call Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020. Located at 108 North Walnut Street, downtown Jefferson. Kicking off for the Rabbits is number 0, Peyton Harrison. And an onside attempt goes 4 yards. And that'll bring out a Bulldog bail bonds penalty flag. I think that rule book says it has to go 10 yards, Greg.
It has to go 10. And once it goes 10, it's anybody's ball. It's a free ball. But until it goes 10, well, the kicking team better not touch it. The offensive team can, but they're going to wait for it to go 10.
So that'll give the Bulldogs good field position. Actually, that ball is going to be spotted at the 38-yard line of the Rabbits.
Right. They walked off a 5-yard penalty on that one.
Be 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
So now the Bulldogs are going to try and get this one into the end zone, get back to leading this game.
7:09 remaining in the second quarter. Cameron Williams in the backfield alongside Tomias Taylor.
Chris Love is split left, but the ball goes to Williams.
Williams over the right side for a decent gain. Forward progress is going to get him a little further down the yard from where he ended up.
Can't tell yet if it's a 5 or a 6-yard gain.
Looks like 6.
There it is, a 6-yard gain.
So 2nd and 4 now for the Bulldogs.
Cam has 64 yards on 13 carries. Still waiting for him to pop off a big one.
Hopkins goes in motion. Here's the snap. Williams around the left side. Get out of the way, big blocker.
After running into his own man, Williams gets another 2 yards.
That was Anthony Flannery trying to throw a block for him, and Williams ran right up the backside of him and got blocked out. 3rd and I'm going to call it 4 for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs need to go ahead and get this first down with this field position. Snap goes to Williams up the middle. He's got a little crease, but then he stood up. He's going to be short by about a yard. That's going to bring up another 4th down for the Bulldogs. So they're going to keep the offense in there. Looks like Williams is going to stay in this time on the 4th down. I would almost try him around the end, let him try to get out in some open space with his speed.
Right.
Snap. That's an offside. That's going to be a first
free
down and
play.
a free play. That's going to go to Chris Love. Jump ball. It is intercepted, but that is not going to count. That should be a first down Bulldogs. That was offsides by the Rabbits. Jumped early.
Rabbits are busy pointing, trying to say, we didn't do it, we didn't do it.
But it was obvious. Let's see here. And it is offsides against the Atlanta Rabbits. That's going to move the chains for a Patterson Pest Patrol first down. Keep this drive going for the Dogs.
Unofficially, that is 5 penalties against the Rabbits for 30 yards.
Ball's at the 24-yard line of the Rabbits. And let's see what we got here. They stopped play, but I think we're ready to go.
There's the referee's whistle.
And we are. Here we go. Taylor takes a snap, rolling around his left side, looking to throw. And he's got Jermaine Hopkins Jr. in the end zone for the Bulldog touchdown. That's a 24 yards. Great throw by Tomias Taylor to Jermaine Hopkins Jr. in the left corner of the end zone.
He just ran to that and caught it.
Dominic Rivers comes in to attempt the PAT. Kick is up, and it is good. Your Jefferson Bulldogs 14 and the Atlanta Rabbits 7.
Getting back out in front is a big deal right now. Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized to you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? When you work with Joey Romano, your Jefferson Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Joey today at 903-665-9965. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Dominic Rivers has the ball teed up for the Bulldogs. Back deep is number 7, Jaden Riley. And this is a pooch kick to the 30, fair catch. That was number 12, Braylon Rowe for the Rabbits. Be 1st and 10, Atlanta football from the 30. 5:02 remaining in the second quarter.
So after having their defense get pushed back into the end zone, the Rabbits are going to come back out and try to regain some momentum after scoring on their last possession.
Boy, I tell you what, Greg, it is really great to have all these offensive weapons. You know, if Williams is struggling up the middle, hey, let's go deep down the left side to Jermaine Hopkins Jr. It's always there.
That's right, because if they focus on trying to stop Cam, speedy receivers with good hands, they're just going to be wide open.
Jaden Riley around the left side for the Rabbits has a little opening, and I think he's going to have enough for the first down.
He got it out past the 40.
To the 42, so that'll be a 12-yard gain for Jaden Riley of the Rabbits. Under 5 minutes left in the first half. The second quarter is being sponsored by Riverside Bank of Jefferson. That's Mr. Lee Haggard.
This is where tackling gets very important, making those solo stops when you've got the chance.
Harrison hands off up the middle. Short gain for Jamarian Austin. Brought down by Hayden Ray of the Bulldogs.
We'll call that one a 5-yard gain.
So the Rabbits getting a little bit going on the ground now.
Second down for the Rabbits at their own 47.
Rabbits break the huddle. Ball is at the 47-yard line. Harrison hands off around the right side. He's going to be brought down. Let's see if they bring him down. Yes, they're going to get him.
A solo stop, stopped his momentum.
And a late flag. Let's see. Bulldog bail bonds penalty.
Loss of 2 on the play.
That flag came in really late.
So we're waiting for the officials to call it. They've picked up the football.
And Coach Jefferson picked up the flag.
And it looks like the Rabbits are starting to walk away as though it's on them. Coach Jefferson is out trying to get an explanation from the refs. Still waiting for the call.
Yeah, I never did see him make the call what it was. Here it comes.
Another illegal helping the runner.
That's a couple times tonight we've seen that call, Greg.
Right.
That's something you don't see a whole lot of.
No, but these referees this group of officials is quite sharp and catching somebody trying to help their teammate along illegally.
So 3rd and 7 now for the Rabbits. Harrison takes the snap, drops back. That should have been a hold on the bottom side there. Let's see what happens here. He's going to run it. Big hit by Moose Carter, pushes him backwards.
Looks like his forward progress might be to the line of scrimmage. Nope, a loss of 1.
Yeah, they're going to move him back, actually. That's going to bring up 4th and 10. for the Rabbits. So I would expect a punt here with the ball being spotted at the 42-yard line of Atlanta. That's going to put Peyton Harrison back in the punt formation for the Rabbits.
Yeah.
Back deep for the Bulldogs, Judson Carter and Chris Love. Clock is winding down. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's the snap. And that was close to being blocked.
Yeah, the center lobbed that ball back to the punter.
And took a rabbit roll inside the 20 of the Bulldogs. Well, they'll have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, when you lob it back to the punter instead of firing it back there, you're giving the defense a chance to run right on through there. And
looks like just almost to the 19-yard line is where the Bulldogs are going to have it 1st and 10. Yeah, that was the big man for the Bulldogs coming up the middle trying to get that block. So the Dogs are going to have another chance here right before half
to
see if they
extend
can get
that
something
lead.
going.
With 2 minutes, 33 seconds, that's plenty of time for the Bulldogs to get another score.
Taylor takes the snap. Williams around the left side looking for a block. He cuts it outside, and he runs over a defender. Gets it out to the 24-yard line, so that should be a gain of 5 for the Bulldogs.
74 yards, 16 carries. He's had the ball a lot here in this first half.
Bring up 2nd down for the Bulldogs at their own 24.
Twin receivers split to the left. That's Hopkins Jr. and Chris Love. Here's a snap, rolling out to the left, looking to throw. He does throw. He's got Chris Love open. It's a complete pass across the 40 to the 45-yard line.
Quarterback's pass complete to number 3, Chris Love. And he's got by number 7.
Chris Love running a precision route down the left side. Taylor with a precision throw equals a completion and 1st down for the Bulldogs.
At their own 44.
Trips to the right. Taylor rolls. He's got a man open. It's complete. Trying to cut back. That he does break a block. He's still on his feet across midfield. He
gets to midfield.
That is number 4, Jakiri Johnson for the Dogs. Bulldogs moving it through the air. And that's going to be a timeout. Coach Jefferson. Save a little time with 1:20.
I see 1:18 left on the clock.
Well, Greg, have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in the game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds, locally owned and providing fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken or John at 665-1123 or 1-800-317-1123. Available 24 hours a day. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. And do not forget, folks, tomorrow out at Lake of the Pines, Patterson Pest Patrol is hosting the annual Crappie Throwdown starting tomorrow at 7 a.m. There's still time to register. You can register first thing in the morning.
On the site.
On site. DK's Famous Texas Barbecue will be providing food for all the fishermen.
2nd down for the Bulldogs at midfield.
Get there early. Go see Mr. David Williams for an entry form. Bulldogs have it about 2nd and 4 at midfield. This will be Williams up the middle. He's going to have the 1st down and more, looking to cut it outside.
Can he get him?
Across the 40, down to the 37-yard line. Patterson Pest Patrol 1st down. Move those chains.
And that keeps the clock running. But the Bulldogs going no huddle. Ready to go already.
Taylor drops back to throw, looking to go deep. He's got a man. That's Hopkins Jr. over the middle. And that's a maximized touchdown. That is a 37-yard completion.
That is his second touchdown of the night. So Jermaine Hopkins, the freshman, is making a big game for himself tonight.
That brings on Dominic Rivers to attempt the PAT. Ball is down, the kick is up, and it appears to be good. That brings us Jefferson Bulldogs 21, Atlanta Rabbits 7.
Jefferson 21 and Atlanta 7.
If you're wondering how to encourage your children to save, help open a student savings account at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. It takes only $50 to open an account, then Riverside Bank of Jefferson will help fill it up, paying account holders $2 for every A and $1 for every B. This is just for Jefferson ISD and Jefferson Christian Academy students. Riverside Bank of Jefferson, division of First National Bank Trinity, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
And the Bulldogs are set to kick off. Kicking off with Bulldog number 6, Dominic Rivers.
Back deep for the Rabbits is number 7, Jaden Riley. Dominic Rivers will have it teed up at the Bulldog 40-yard line. 50 seconds remaining in the first half. I think Jefferson's telling him, hey, don't kick it to that guy, kick it over here.
So we're going to see what kind of a kick he gives. Looks like they're going to make a pooch kick, maybe not.
And here we go, down the left side, fair catch called for.
At the 27-yard line.
That was number 12, Braylon Rowe for the Atlanta Rabbits. And that's going to be spotted at the 28-yard line of the Atlanta Rabbits. They'll have it 1st and 10, 50 seconds remaining in the first half.
Are they just going to get ready to take it to the locker room, or are they going to try to score? Something on...
Yeah, that was offsides, I think, on the Bulldogs on the kick. So that
We're going to kick it again?
Drew a Bulldog bail bonds penalty flag. Yeah, so I think they've opted for another kick. Going to back them up to the 35 and let them try it again. So the Bulldogs getting it done through the air tonight. Tobias Taylor to Jermaine Hopkins Jr., 2 touchdowns. One went 24 yards, the other one going 37 yards, both of them coming in the second quarter. Rivers says he's ready. Let's try it again. This is going to go deep down the left side. Stay in bounds, and it don't. That'll draw the Bulldog bail bonds penalty. That was a great kick.
It basically went over everybody. The Rabbits had no one there to pick it up. And we just got an illegal procedure against the Bulldogs because the ball went out of bounds.
You're going to make them kick it again?
They're going to have them kick it again.
Let's move back to the 30 and try it again. But I tell you what, you do that same kick and keep it in bounds, and you got something going. Back deep is Jaden Riley for the 3rd time. The up back is number 6, Jamarian Austin.
Once again, kicking for the Bulldogs, number 6, Dominic Rivers. Receiving for the Rabbits, number 7, Jaden Riley.
So the clock hasn't moved since that touchdown. That's 50 seconds remaining. Here's the kick once again, little pooch kick. That will drop. And, it's fumbled, and the Bulldogs are going to recover. And that is just the thing the Atlanta Rabbits did not want to happen, but that is Bulldogs football.
And there it is, Bulldogs football.
That looks about the 38-yard line. We'll wait for the official spot. So that one drops just inside the 40. Demore Limbrick was the receiver who bobbled the ball. And that is Jefferson Bulldog football. So let's try and get another score going into this locker room just before halftime.
46 seconds is plenty of time for this explosive Bulldog offense.
You got to call on the Beast. You got to call on Jermaine Hopkins Jr., Chris Love, plenty of weapons. Cameron Williams will be in the backfield alongside of Tomias Taylor. Bulldogs send trips to the left. Lone receiver out to the right.
And we're still waiting on the referees to call the ball into play. There they go. The whistle blows. And we are set to make another score.
Taylor drops back to pass. He's got Hopkins wide open again, but he's trying to go deep to Love, and that one is knocked out of bounds. Hopkins Jr. was wide open there. So that'll stop the clock. Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs. 41 seconds remaining in the first half.
We'll see what kind of a play the Rabbits are expecting and whether or not the Bulldogs can surprise them.
Taylor rolls out to the right side looking. He's got number 4 wide open. That was Jakiri Johnson, but that throw was a little strong out in front of him. He couldn't get to it. Clock stops, 35 seconds left, 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Might be a time just to sneak Williams up the middle.
I was going to say do something unexpected here, but when you give the ball to Cam Williams, he can take all 37 of those yards, 38 yards, and make it a touchdown in one play. And we have a timeout from the officials. Jefferson has called a timeout. So they're going to talk it over. The next time you have an outside project or are planning a big event, be sure to prepare for all of your needs. The folks at Porta-John are happy to fix you up with outdoor conveniences anytime you need them. Porta-John has everything from simple portable restrooms to handicapped accessible facilities and hand wash stations. They can even provide air-conditioned or heated restroom trailers for your next big event. Give them a call at 903-665-7449 or go online at portajohn.com. Porta-John, where service makes the difference. Porta-John proudly supports the Bulldogs and the JHS Strutters.
And a quick score update. The 0-6 Gladewater Bears are over Sabine right now in the second quarter, 21-14. And Tatum leads White Oak 35-7 in the second quarter. A couple more I'll tell you right after this play. 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Taylor drops back to pass, looking. He's got Chris Love down there, but he goes to Cam Williams on the short route.
That is his first reception of the season.
That's good for about 7 yards. That's going to bring up 4th and a long 3 for the Bulldogs.
But with 15 seconds, they're going for it.
Taylor looking to throw. He's got a
Going
man
for it
open.
all.
He's got him. Oh, he dropped it. That was Jakiri Johnson, number 4, near the goal line. So with 6 seconds left on the clock, the Atlanta Rabbits will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll have time for one play. We'll see what kind of a defense the Bulldogs throw out at them. Or will they just take a knee?
A couple other scores real quick. Winsboro over Pottsboro in the second quarter, 28-14. Clyde with the second quarter lead over Jim Ned, 14-0. Columbus is on top of Hitchcock, 14-8. Carthage, 14-0 over Rusk. 7-7 tie, Texas High and Marshall, and Longview is leading North Mesquite, 21-0.
That Hitchcock-Columbus game, number 1 versus number 2 in the state.
So 6 seconds remaining in the first half.
And the Rabbits are looking like they are just going to take a knee.
Peyton Harrison, the quarterback.
Nope, they don't.
He's going to drop back to throw. He's under pressure. Looking to throw long, and that's not going to
Intercepted.
It's intercepted.
And that can go for a touchdown.
Chris Love, if he can break a couple tackles, he's got a blocker in front of him. And he's going to be taken down about the 22-yard line, and that's where it's going to end the first half. Jefferson Bulldogs leading the Atlanta Rabbits 21-7. So a good half, first half of football, Greg. Jefferson Bulldogs scoring on 2 pass plays and 1 pass play, and then they gave up a 2-yard run to the Rabbits. And we're going to tally up some stats real quick, and we'll be back with the scoring summary.
Yes, sir. Just push it up and then push it down faster.
And I tell you what, we're going to let it roll and let you keep an eye on the band here for halftime.
They added a lot this week.
the Bulldog Buzz. Here you can get your latest buzz on the dogs. Up first, we have our varsity volleyball girls. Our girls started their season around 8 weeks ago. Our girls worked very hard, and you can see so just in these live action shots.
You're good. Welcome back, Bulldog fans. I got a few scores from around the area to get us going. It is halftime. Gladewater 21-14 over Sabine. Let's see. Winsboro's over Pottsboro 35-21. Tatum over White Oak 42-7. Franklin's over Troy 28-0. Hitchcock is leading Columbus. That's the number 1 and 2 team in 3A 16-14. Carthage is up 21-0 over Rusk. Marshall and Texas High are all tied up 7-7. And Longview is over North Mesquite 35-0. And real quick, Bulldog fans, I want to recognize the Jefferson Elementary School September Students of the Month. First grade is Caitlin Durden. Second grade is Shiloh Winterstrom. Third grade, Laishlyn Reed. Fourth grade, Savannah Ayala. First grade, Connor Schoenthal. Second grade, Tyler Biddy. Third grade is Cody McCaskill. And fourth grade, Nathan Lohman. And these outstanding students were chosen because they exhibit trustworthiness, respect, caring, citizenship, responsibility, and fairness. And let me go over the scoring summary for the first half. In the first quarter, 10:35 left, it was Kristen Bowman. The Bulldozer going 2 yards for the touchdown. Dominic Rivers added the PAT, made it 7-0 Jefferson. 7:09 remaining in the first. Atlanta gets on the scoreboard. It was Peyton Harrison going 2 yards for the touchdown. The PAT by Jaden Riley was good. That put us 7-7. Then in the second quarter with 6:50 remaining, Tamias Taylor to Jermaine Hopkins Jr., 24-yard pass play. PAT by Dominic Rivers was good. 14-7 Jefferson. Then with 50 seconds left in the second quarter, it was Tamias Taylor to Jermaine Hopkins Jr. again for 37 yards. The PAT by Dominic Rivers was good, and that brought us to where we are now, 21-7. Your Jefferson Bulldogs over the visiting Atlanta Rabbits. And the Atlanta Rabbits will be receiving the opening kickoff. And back deep for the Rabbits, it's going to be number 7, Jaden Riley. The up back is Damari Limbrick. And also Jamarian Austin is back for the Rabbits. Dominic Rivers will have it teed up at the 40-yard line. And here is the kick, little pooch kick down the left side. And a throwback to number 2, Damari Limbrick, and that is going to go backwards for the Rabbits. Good start for the Bulldogs. A little trickery by the Rabbits to open up the second half. And unfortunately for them, it goes backwards. So the Rabbits are going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Bulldogs with the lead, 21-7. In the backfield with Harrison is going to be Brady Partain. Harrison takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Quick throw is complete. The left side, that is Jaden Riley, and he's going to break a tackle, and he's going to go the distance. 71 yards for Riley on the pass play. .11:38 on the clock. Jaden Riley just took off and broke a tackle, and nobody could catch up with him. So that's going to put Riley now after that run to attempt the PAT for the Rabbits. Harrison will be the holder. Kick is up, and it is good. So just like that, the Rabbits shorten the Bulldogs' lead to 7 now, 21-14. The Bulldogs ahead of the Atlanta Rabbits. Not the second half start the Bulldogs were looking for. And I thought they had him wrapped up on that pass play out in the flat, and he just broke a tackle and went the distance. Nobody could catch him. 11:38 in the third quarter. So back deep for the Bulldogs will be Judson Carter. Try to get something going here to start this second half for the Bulldogs. Third quarter is being brought to you by Johnson Collision. Halftime report brought to you by Riverside Bank. And showcase on the band brought to you by Edward Jones Investments. That's Mr. Joey Romano. Jaden Riley will have it teed up for the Rabbits at the 40-yard line. And we'll see if he's going to go deep or a little short kick. And this is a deep one. Moose Carter will handle it at the 15 across the 20. Got a little seam. He's got one man to beat. Let's see if he could do it. And I think he's going to go the distance. The Moose is loose for the Maximize Bulldog touchdown. 85-yard kickoff return. And just like that, Bulldog fans, 11:24 on the clock. Let's see where he caught this. I believe it was around the 15. Yeah, it was about the 15, so that's going to be 85 yards for Moose Carter.
That is what they needed.
Rivers is on for the PAT attempt. Moose Carter, let's see if he's got any breath left to hold the snap and get it down. Kick is up. And it is good right down the middle. So the Bulldogs get that 14-point lead right back and lead the Atlanta Rabbits 28-14.
Just so many weapons on this Bulldog team.
Let me see where we're at here. Go right there.
Johnson Collision on Highway 49 West isn't just where you go when your car or truck gets banged up. It is also the collision repair place that's teaching Jefferson High students the skills needed to work in a shop after graduation. A hands-on education and attention to detail when they repair your ride. Call them to learn more. 903-665-2233 right here in Jefferson.
Jaden Riley is back deep for the Atlanta Rabbits. Here comes the kickoff by Rivers. Short pooch kick, fair catch called for. That's number 12, Braylon Rowe. At the 33-yard line, the Atlanta Rabbits are going to take it over 1st and 10. 11:24 remaining in the third quarter. Jefferson answers Atlanta's touchdown with a kickoff return by Moose Carter going 85 yards.
Now they need a stop to show the Rabbits that they're not going to get back in this game.
You don't want to let these Rabbits stick around, Greg, because
No, this is a quality team.
it is.
They may not have the best record in their non-district play, but there's reasons that they were the preseason pick to win the district.
Harrison looking to throw. He's under heavy pressure by the Bulldogs, but he gets out of it. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to tuck it under and run. And I think he's going to just get maybe a yard. We'll see where it's spotted. Yeah, I think they're going to give him a yard.
They gave him About a yard.
Up to the 34-yard line where it's going to be 2nd and 9. Boy, I thought the Dogs had him back there. There were 3 Bulldogs all over him.
He just escaped to the left and just got away. So, once again, the Bulldogs are coming out to show the Rabbits that they are not going to win this game.
2nd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. Harrison takes a snap. He's going to hand off, going around the right side. And he's going to be brought down for a short gain. That was number 6, Jamarian Austin. Brought down by number 8, Travis Harris Jr. 3-yard gain on that carry. Going to bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Rabbits.
This is a big defensive play for the Bulldogs. They want to get them stopped
Oh,
right here.
We need a stop
Make it a
here.
3 and out.
Going to send Twins left. Harrison drops back to throw. Looking, the ball is tipped, and it is just knocked down, so that's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and 6 now for the Rabbits. And I presume they're going to kick. They've got Peyton Harrison back deep in punt formation. Chris Love will be deep for the Bulldogs with Moose Carter up.
Screen pass, but they let the defense in too deep. That 3 and out should give the Bulldogs a lot of momentum. We'll see what they can do with it.
The Bulldogs have been getting pressure on the punt. Let's see if they come after.
Yeah, he lobs
Here
it
he
back
comes.
there.
Here he comes. Oh, that was close. That was Keyshawn Whitaker coming in. Almost had that thing blocked.
Right. He just lobbed it back there. You can't lob it.
And, you know, Greg, when those linemen are split like that, a big spread gap between them, nobody even blocked Whitaker coming over that right-hand side.
No.
So the ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line of the Bulldogs, where they'll have it 1st and 10. 9:40 remaining in the third quarter. Jefferson with the lead, 28-14.
Yeah, lobbing the ball like that, it may give the punter a better chance to catch it, but you're also giving the defensive line or
Plenty
the
of time.
defenders plenty
Yeah.
of time to get back there and try and block it. You've got to fire it back there to the punter, which means a lower trajectory, but you get it to him and give him enough time to punt it.
Taylor takes the snap, hands off to Williams. He's got a block, and he's going to have the first down.
Nice hole for him to run through.
That's 11 yards on the carry. First down, move the chains. That's a Patterson Pest Patrol first down for the Bulldogs.
Unofficially, that puts him at 98 yards for the night on 18 carries.
Williams already over 1,000 yards on the season through 5 games. Receivers split left. That's
Call that
Hopkins.
last one 10.
Hand off to Williams up the middle again, trying to cut it outside. He's got a block. He's across the 50 to the 45. Let's see, 43-yard line is where they're going to mark him down. It's going to be another first down. That play started at the 36-yard line, I believe. Is that 21? 20?
21 yards.
1st and 10. Patterson Pest Patrol first down. Patterson
Putting
Pest
him
Patrol.
over 100 yards now, unofficially 118.
Bulldogs getting it done on the ground on this drive. Williams the workhorse. He'll get it again up the middle.
Another good hole.
Now he's finding some room.
They're opening the seams.
Those big dogs up front are getting the job done. That's going to bring up 3rd and a long 3 now for the Bulldogs. Ball is spotted at the 36-yard line of the Rabbits. Taylor's going to hand off to Williams again up the middle. He's going to be just shy of the first. maybe 2 yards on the carry. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 now for the Bulldogs. 8:35 remaining in the third quarter. Taylor takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's got a man wide open. That is Travis Gray Jr. over the right side. He needs to break a tackle, and he is out of bounds right at the 20, I believe. Maybe the 21. That's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. Patterson Pest Patrol first down. Hosting the second annual crappie tournament at Lake of the Pines first thing in the morning. Still time to register. Get there early. Sign in, and you can fish. Maybe win some prize money and also a great lunch. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Taylor takes the snap, hands off to Williams up the middle, but he's going to be wrapped up quickly. And let's see, I think they're going to just spot it with no gain. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Taylor rolls out to the left side. He's got a man wide open. Chris Love in the end zone. It's going to be a jump ball. Almost intercepted. He had him open for a moment. If Love would have rounded that off towards the goalpost, he would have been wide open. Cut that route a little short, and it was basically a jump ball. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Got a little crowd noise going on now. Taylor takes the snap, looking to throw. He's going to go deep down the right side, and that is incomplete. Intended for Travis Gray Jr. That's going to bring up 4th and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Great field position. You'd hate to come out of here empty, Greg.
Right.
Great drive all the way down here. And the Bulldogs will take a timeout. They're going to talk about it, see what they want to do here. Hey, when you need help with your insurance coverage, where do you go? A website, an automated service center? Not if you come to Brown Rig Insurance Agency. Brown Rig is your hometown independent insurance agent. So you receive personal, knowledgeable service and advice from someone you know and trust. Call Brown Rig Insurance at 903-938-8888 or visit their website at brownrigins.com. And I've mentioned it before, but Patterson Pest Patrol is sponsoring the second annual crappie throwdown starting tomorrow morning. Lines will be down at 7 a.m., lines up at 1 p.m., and you must be in line at the weigh-in by 2 p.m. There's still time to register at first thing in the morning. Grab you a bite to eat or wait afterwards and celebrate with a free meal from DK's famous Texas barbecue. They will be on site to feed all of the fishing teams. This turning into an annual event that is expected to grow and get pretty big. So the Bulldogs come out 4th and 10, 7:27 on the clock in the third quarter, up 28-14 over the visiting Atlanta Rabbits. This is a rivalry between these two schools going back 50 years. Taylor takes the snap, looking to throw. He's got him. That is
Cameron Williams out of the backfield.
That's number 9, I think. Is that 9 or? Yeah, that's number 9.
Oh, 9.
Anthony
I'm sorry.
Flannery.
Okay. Similar numbers. Hard to catch.
He's the tight end, came rolling to the flat and found the open spot for the Bulldog first down. First and goal, Bulldogs. Hands off to Williams, looking for an opening, pushing the pile inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line. So that's going to bring up second and goal now from the 3-yard line. Taylor's going to take the snap. Williams looking for a seam up the middle. I think he's going to be just a hair short. Looks like the 1-yard line is where they've got it marked.
A hair.
Third and goal now for the Bulldogs.
Looks like they're going to put it. The nose of the ball at the 1.
I see Williams stays in the backfield for the Bulldogs. There's the snap. Williams around the right side finds the hole, and that is a maximized touchdown for the Bulldogs.
That
Cameron.
touchdown is huge.
With 5:55 on the clock in the third quarter.
And most importantly, it puts the Bulldogs up by 3 touchdowns.
That brings on Dominic Rivers to attempt the PAT. High snap, he gets it down. Kick is up, and it is good. That puts the Bulldogs up over the Atlanta Rabbits 35-14 in the third quarter with 5:55 remaining.
Hometown banking. It's the kind of business where you work with your neighbors. Neighbors like you find at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Lee Haggard and his staff return the kind of service your parents and grandparents remember with all the features of a 21st century bank. Visit the bank at 371 South Walcott. That's Highway 59. Riverside Bank of Jefferson, a division of FNB Trinity, is an equal housing lender and a member FDIC.
So, Greg, we talked about this before. Bulldogs going up now 35-14. You got to keep the foot on the gas pedal.
That's right. It's only 5 minutes, 55 seconds left in the third quarter. There is plenty of time. And we saw the Rabbits have an explosive play for a touchdown. And they can do it again. There's plenty of time.
Yeah, we've got a lot of football left to play tonight. Back deep for the Rabbits is Jaden Riley, number 7. Little pooch kick goes to number 12, Braylon Rowe. Going to be down at the 37-yard line where the Rabbits will take over first and 10. Do have a player down for the Rabbits.
Johnson Collision on Highway 49 West isn't just where you go when your car or truck gets banged up. It's also the collision repair place that's teaching Jefferson High students the skills needed to work in a shop after graduation. A hands-on education and attention to detail when they repair your ride. Call them to learn more. 903-665-2233. Here in Jefferson.
So that player is up. That was number 12 for the Rabbits, Braylon Rowe. He appears to be okay. He's walking off on his own.
So we will see how Atlanta decides to run their offense to try and get back into this game. 3 touchdowns behind. A good stop here by Jefferson. And Atlanta's going to feel the pressure.
Peyton Harrison is the quarterback for the Rabbits. Takes the snap, going to hand off. That is number 6, Jamarian Austin, tries to get around the left side. Brought down by number 17, Amron Bruce of the Bulldogs. Going to be a gain of 2 for the Rabbits.
Number 17, Amron Bruce for the Bulldogs. Second down for the Rabbits at the 40.
Rabbits will send twin receivers to the right, one to the left. Here's the snap. The handoff is bobbled, but he keeps up with it. That's going to be Coben Tomlinson in on the quick stop for the Bulldogs. There's number 6, Jamarian Austin for the Rabbits on the carry. I think he actually lost a yard on that carry.
He did.
That ball is going to be spotted just over the 38-yard line.
So this one becomes a critical third down for the Rabbits. If they want to gain some momentum to try and get back in this game, they've got to do something here.
And they need to keep an eye on number 7, Jaden Riley. Moose Carter has got the coverage on him. And that's a little screen to number 6, Jamarian Austin around the left side. He's going to have the first down for the Rabbits. That ball's going to be spotted at the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs. Atlanta 1st and 10.
Pickup of 16 on that play.
First down and 10 at the Bulldog 45.
So the Rabbits delay the pressure being on them by getting that first down.
Hand off to Jaden Riley around the right side, but Coben Tomlinson rudely puts him down on the turf, and that is going to be a loss. Loss of 2 on the play. So Jaden Riley coming around on the reverse goes nowhere.
No, the Jefferson Bulldog defense just swarmed all over that. They weren't going anywhere. The Rabbits did not have the team speed to get outside with that.
The ball's going to be spotted at the Bulldog 48-yard line.
Trips left on this.
Harrison takes a snap, rolls to the left. He's going to throw, and that pass is complete. Incomplete
No.
now, they say, off the turf.
He trapped it.
And he is still down on the turf. At first, I thought he caught that one. He's popped up now. I think he's just a little disappointed. That was called incomplete. That was Jaden Riley on the reception.
Yeah, sometimes you get the wind knocked out of you when you land on the football, like you probably did there. Even with pads on, you land on that football, it's going to try to knock the wind out of you.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and almost 13 now for the Rabbits. Ball's on the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs. 3:40 remaining in the third quarter. Jefferson with the lead, 35-14 over the Atlanta Rabbits. So you would think Peyton Harrison is going to put this in the air.
But against that Bulldog pass rush, he's been hurried several times.
Bulldogs, yeah, they have got pressure on him all night.
Yeah, he's thrown 3 interceptions because of that pressure.
Up to the line quickly.
And they broke
Quick
the huck.
snap, and I believe
They weren't set because that came from the backside where it's against the offense. And they're already walking it off.
back them up 5, and that is going to bring up 3rd and 18, it looks like, for the Rabbits.
5-yard penalty against the offense. Third down and long.
Bulldog bail bonds penalty flag.
They broke the huddle and ran up to the line of scrimmage, trying to get the ball off quickly. And they didn't get set before the ball was snapped.
Two receivers split to the left. This is going to be handed off. And he's got some running room. That was number 6, Jamarian Austin. Broke free down to the 38-yard line of the Bulldogs, but he's going to be short of the first down by 3 yards, it looks like. Going to bring up 4th and 3 now for the Rabbits.
And I would not be surprised. Yes, they're going for it. Waiting for the play to come in from the sidelines. With three minutes left in the third quarter. The time is beginning to run short for the Rabbits.
Harrison brings them up to the line. Handoff. And he's not going to get the first down. He's going to get to about the 37-yard line.
Gain of 1 when you needed 3.
Yeah, that was Jamarian Austin again. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Turnover on downs by the Atlanta Rabbits. Good stop by the defense.
That is what they needed. A stop on the Rabbits. Score a touchdown here. That could well be what's called the dagger.
So Cameron Williams is in the backfield with Tomias Taylor.
He could blow this game open with one play.
Chris Love and Jermaine Hopkins Jr. split to the left. Travis Gray up top. Here's the snap. Goes to Williams. He's got a little opening around the left side to about the 45-yard line where he goes out of bounds. That's a gain of 8 on the carry. Going to bring up 2nd and 2 now for the Bulldogs. Clock stops with 2:39 remaining in the third quarter. Taylor drops back to pass. He's got Anthony Flannery around the left side, stiff arm and out of bounds around the 42-yard, well, they're going to call it the 43-yard line. Move the chains. That's a Patterson Pest Patrol first down for the Bulldogs. Williams stays in the backfield with Taylor. Here's the snap. Hands off to Williams up the middle.
The offensive line just blew him off the ball, giving Cameron a
that is close
chance.
To a first.
That is a first down. Nope.
Let's see. He's got
inches short.
No, he is just a bit short, maybe a half yard short.
That gives the Beast 150 yards unofficially on 27 carries.
That's not bad. Those big dogs up front opening up the holes for Williams to run through. Second and short now for the Bulldogs. Taylor hands off to Williams, and he's met by a blitz coming around the left side. That was number 17 for the Rabbits coming in on that stop. Third and about 3 now for the Dogs. Long 3. And Taylor takes a snap. Looking to throw. He's got Flannery over the left side. That should be good enough for the first down. Close to the 30-yard line. Patterson Pest Patrol first down. Move those chains. Just over a minute left in the third quarter. Bulldogs are on the move.
Just a nice, easy screen pass. Flannery was wide open in the flat. Taylor delivered the ball to him, and Flannery did the rest. Bulldogs have the opportunity to run out the clock in the third quarter.
Here's Williams up the middle. He's got an opening. He bounces it outside.
He
That's
is
going to go the distance
gone.
for the Bulldog touchdown. 30 yards on the carry with 56 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, I said they could run out the clock in the quarter, but even better is to put a touchdown on the board.
And that's going to bring out Dominic Rivers for the PAT. Moose Carter will be the holder. Snap. Kick is up, and it is good. That brings your score, Jefferson Bulldogs 42, Atlanta Rabbits 14.
It had been 3 touchdowns, now it's 4. Did you see that touchdown, or did you miss it? Do you need to have your eyes checked? Go see Dr. Sheila Lang-Bartels at Maximize in downtown Jefferson. Her staff provides the best customer service in East Texas. They have a wide variety of frames, women's, men's, kids, and designer frames too. Maximize has everything you need for your family eye care, including contacts and sunglasses. You'll be seeing every touchdown now after you see her. Call Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, 108 North Walnut Street in downtown Jefferson.
Dominic Rivers has the ball teed up at the 40 for the Bulldogs. And here comes the kick. And that is going to be mishandled. And he is going to be brought down near the 15-yard. Now, what? You can't throw a flag. That was a good tackle.
We'll see what that's all about, but
maybe he did slam him to the ground. A little WWE move, but man, this is football. Come on.
The referees may be trying to keep control of this game. We did have things get a bit chippy last week.
And let's see what this call is going to be. It's probably going to be a personal foul, unnecessary roughness, but Greg, you're taught to bring the runner to the ground by any means possible, and that's what he did.
But sometimes the referees don't want you to throw him to the ground.
So we'll wait on this call. It's going to go 15 yards against the Bulldogs. Here's the call. And that's what it is, personal foul. They'll mark off the 15, and that's going to take it out to the 34-yard line of the Rabbits, where they're going to take over 1st and 10. Peyton Harrison is the quarterback for the Rabbits. Gun formation. Here's the snap. Going to hand off around the corner to Jamarian Austin, looking for some room, but he's going to have a short gain.
Just take the legs out from under him. He can't run when you do that. But he got 4 yards before they did that.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 now. Ball's out to the 38-yard line of the Rabbits. 32 seconds and counting remaining in the third quarter. Harrison back to throw. He was under some pressure. Complete again to Jaden Riley. He was the playmaker for him in the first half. That pass is complete. Good for about 3 yard, 2 yards?
3 yards.
3 yards. That's going to bring up third and
that's the end of the third quarter.
bring up 3rd and 3. So at the end of the third quarter, it's your Jefferson Bulldogs 42, the Atlanta Rabbits 14. Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized to you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation changed? When you work with Joey Romano, your Jefferson Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy, backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Joey today at 665-9965. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Mr. Joey Romano also serves on the JISD school board. I want to thank him for his service doing that. So 3rd and a long 3 now for the Rabbits as we flip the field. Fourth quarter is being brought to you by Portageon, looking to throw. He's got a man up the seam, and that is number 7, Jaden Riley. He's going to get down to the 27-yard line of the Bulldogs. So Harrison getting it done through the air to Riley once again for the big play. First and 10. Harrison going to hand off around the right side. That's Jamarian Austin. And maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where it's spotted. Looks like no gain on the carry.
And the fourth quarter is also going to shape up to be a battle of the bands. One band will play and then the other one will.
Harrison takes the snap. Looking to run himself. Oh, he gets a block and he's got some room coming around the left side, but the Dogs are there to take him down at the 25-yard line. So that's just going to be a gain of 2 on all that run around. He probably covered 40 yards across field, back and forth.
Yeah, he took a knee and then got hit, but did not draw the flag for it.
3rd and 7 now for the Rabbits. Almost 3rd and 8. I think, yeah, it is. That marker's ball's right on the 25. Harrison takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got a man up the seam. That's going to be a touchdown. Jaden Riley. You got that replay for us? Yeah. That was at the, where did that start?
About the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it was right on the 25-yard line. That PAT is up, and it is good by Riley. That makes the score Bulldogs 42, Atlanta Rabbits 21. So that pass from Harrison to Riley has been working a lot tonight for the Rabbits. He found Riley right up the seam, wide open between 2 defenders, takes it in for the Atlanta touchdown. And just a quick reminder, Jefferson PTO invites you to their Fun-Filled Fall Festival on Saturday, October 21st from 5 to 8 p.m. at WF Lockett Stadium. Wear your family-friendly costume as you play games, win prizes, enjoy the petting zoo, bounce houses, and so many more activities. Admission is $5 per person at the entrance. Children 2 and under are free. Bring the whole family out for a spooktacular time. So Peyton Harrison will have this teed up at the 40, and I'm expecting the way he's got that ball on the tee, this is going to be an onside kick.
We'll see how far it goes.
It has to go 10. Here it comes. There it goes, and it is recovered by number 8, Travis Harris Jr. of the Bulldogs. They'll take over 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. With 9:59 remaining in the fourth quarter, Jefferson with the lead 42-21 over the visiting Atlanta Rabbits.
That onside kick, he kicked it hard right at somebody, hoping to get it to bounce off. But when you've got good hands up front on your special teams for that, you recover the ball and end up with good field position. The Bulldogs have it at their own 47, just short of midfield.
Taylor takes a snap, hands off to Williams up the middle. Gain of 3 for Williams going up the middle. Ball spotted right at midfield.
And this is where the Bulldogs just want to run the ball, keep it in bounds, and let that clock run. Play clock is down to 15 seconds.
Twin receivers to the left, one to the right. Taylor takes a snap, Williams, and he is met quickly. He's going to take a loss on the play. Loss of 2. That's going to make it 3rd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. Ball moves back to the 48-yard line of Jefferson. And we just had 2 defenders come unblocked on that carry. See what Coach Jefferson has in store for us on 3rd and long. Clock is still ticking. 8:34 and counting left in the game. 2 receivers set both sides. Taylor drops back to pass, looking to throw.
Good
He's got Chris
protection,
Love
and he had
over
his
the
man.
middle, and he's tripped up down to the 23-yard line of the Rabbits. A Patterson Pest Patrol first down. They're going to move those chains. That started at the 48-yard line. First and 10 Bulldogs. Williams still in the backfield with Tomias Taylor. Twins left, Travis Gray Jr. to the right. Hands off to Williams, going up the middle. He's got some running room. And down to the 12-yard line.
That's another first down.
Well, they're going to say he's short. No, they got to move the chains. Yeah, that's a Patterson Pest Patrol first down. Move the chains.
That brings Cam up to 190 yards rushing tonight on 32 carries. He's been the workhorse.
First and 10 from the 12-yard line. Bulldogs on the move, looking for another score. 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Going to let some time run off. Taylor takes the snap, hands off to Williams, looking for a crease, but he's met quickly. Looks like they're going to give him maybe a yard on the carry, down to the 11.
Stop by number 65 for that. Time.
Bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. 6:29 remaining. Jefferson's just going to take some time here and run this clock. Try to snap it with just a couple seconds left on the play clock. Down to 6, 5, 4. Hand off to Williams up the middle. And he is brought down by number 32, Chris Hale of the Rabbits. No gain on the carry. Just going to keep that clock running. 5:42 and counting. This fourth quarter action is being brought to you by Porta John. Third and 9. Ball is at the 11-yard line of the Rabbits. Hands off, looking to throw. Oh, great play. Oh, he dropped it in the end zone. What a great play that was.
Would have been a fantastic catch.
That was Ja'Kyrie Johnson going down the left side. Taylor avoided the sack and put the ball in perfect position for Johnson. And it just went through his hands. So that's going to bring up 4th and 9 now for the Bulldogs. Clock stops with the incomplete pass with 5:09 remaining in the game. Bulldogs up 42-21 over the Atlanta Rabbits. Taylor takes a snap, looking to throw. He puts one up, and it is caught by Travis Gray Jr., but I believe he's short of the first down. He needed to get down to the 2, and they've got it marked at the 4.
And they are calling it first down for Atlanta.
So that'll be a turnover on downs. Tobias Taylor coming off with a little limp, but I think he's okay. He's got to get going because we need him on defense. So Atlanta takes over 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line with 5:03 remaining in the game. And they've got some work to do if they want to get back in this thing. And they need to get it done quick.
Yes.
And their go-to guy has been number 7, Jaden Riley, all night. That combination of Harrison to Riley has worked. But Harrison's been under pressure a lot. And that is Riley keeping it himself. He gets over the 5 and up to the 8-yard line. So a gain of 4 on the carry for Jaden Riley.
This is where you just want to stop them. And so far, the Rabbits have only used 1 timeout. You've got to keep those, at this point, you've got to keep those timeouts in your pocket and just find another way to score quickly.
Harrison takes the snap, hands off over the right side. That's going to be number 8. Brady Partain on the carry. Or no, that's number 6, Jamarian Austin.
He gets out to a first down.
And we do have a Bulldog down. It will be a 1st and 10 for the Rabbits.
Can't see a number yet. But this is a cramp. The athletic trainer's out there working on his leg there.
Got some scoring updates. In the 4th quarter, it's Gladewater over Sabine, 35-28. Tatum is over White Oak, 42-7. Winsboro over Pottsboro, 42-28 in the 4th. Franklin is over Troy, 42-0. Clyde over Jim Need, 21-14. Carthage 35-7 over Rusk. Texas High 14, Marshall 7. And Longview is over North Mesquite 49-0.
Okay, the Bulldog player is walking off on his own power. Looked like just a cramp.
That was Joshua Biddle, wasn't it, number 19?
Yes.
So 1st and 10, and Riley is in the Wildcat formation, a little trickery.
Double reverse.
And that
not able to throw it.
Harrison looking to throw across the field, and it's complete. We got a fumble, and the Bulldogs recover. 1st and 10 Bulldogs at the 35-yard line. So that was Braylon Rowe with the reception, and he tried to make a move, and the ball got knocked out.
Got knocked out on the tackle. Oh, do we have that replay?
That was Amron Bruce, number 17.
You're on the replay. He's in trouble. He just throws it. Does get the completion.
And that was looked like number 15, Daniel Smith, that knocked it out. So the Bulldogs in great field position. 35-yard line of the Rabbits. We've got 3:46 remaining in the game.
And at this point, I do believe this is where Don Meredith would have started singing.
And that is Amron Bruce on the carry. That was his first carry of the night, wasn't it?
Yes, it is.
And that goes for 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2 now for the Bulldogs.
Bryce Clark came off the field after that last play.
Trying to get some time off the clock.
And it is running under 3 minutes now.
Taylor hands off to Bruce again, trying to get around the right side, and he's got
He's
an
made
angle.
the corner.
He might go the distance. He does. Maximize touchdown. I don't see any penalty flags. There's one at the very end, but that's going to count. That is, what'd that go, 27 yards?
That one went 27 yards, and let's take a look real quick here on this replay.
Yeah, something happened late after the touchdown. Oh,
Probably.
he may have. Oh, that was close on the sideline, but I think he stayed in.
The referees kept it as being in. Probably excessive celebration.
That was against the Rabbits.
Against the Rabbits.
So we'll take that on the kickoff, I believe.
Somebody got upset and hit somebody.
So Dominic Rivers will come in to attempt the PAT with Moose Carter holding. Kick is up. And it is good.
And another penalty flag.
That's going to bring the score. Your Jefferson Bulldogs 49.
And another penalty flag.
Uh-oh. What'd you see? Anything?
I didn't see anything, but the referees are talking it over on the second penalty flag.
So we had the advantage on the kickoff, and now I think we just lost it with that penalty. We'll have to see how this thing shakes out. Well, Rivers has it teed up at the 40, so I guess those are going to offset because we were going to have a 15-yard advantage from the personal foul after the touchdown. And then we just lost it after our penalty. So here's the kick by Rivers. Fair catch called for by number 12, Braylon Rowe. So the Rabbits will take over 1st and 10. Looks like from the 33-yard line. With 2:50 remaining in the game, Jefferson up 49-21 over the Atlanta Rabbits. Fourth quarter is being brought to you by Porta John. We thank all our sponsors for making this broadcast happen. Be sure to stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Brown Rig Insurance. We're going to have a rundown of the stats and the scoring summary. Peyton Harrison brings the Rabbits out, 1st and 10. It's going to hand off around the corner to Jamarian Austin, who's got a little running room and should have the first down. Up to the 44-yard line of the Rabbits. That was Daniel Smith coming off the field.
So here come the Rabbits.
Handoff around the right side to number 6, Jamarian Austin. And he's going to have another first down, Greg.
They're trying to salvage something out of this game.
We're down to 2. Well, the clock stopped at 2:36. Now it's running again.
They just stopped it while they moved the chains.
1st and 10 for the Rabbits.
And Jamarian did go over 100 yards on that last carry.
Harrison complete, and then he drops it. That was to Jaden Riley. Down around the 31-yard line. That pass goes incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Rabbits. 2:13 remaining in the game. Harrison takes the snap, fakes the handoff, complete to Riley. Down the right-hand side, he'll have enough for the first down. Gets out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Down to the 27-yard line of the Bulldogs. 2:04 remaining in the game.
And that clock will start with the snap of the ball, as the Bulldogs are just trying to get it to run out.
You're going to send twin receivers to the right. One to the left, looking to throw. He's Got a pass complete to Braylon Rowe over the right-hand side. And he's going to go out of bounds to stop the clock. And he got enough for the first down. They're moving the chains. No, he didn't. It's second down. Second down and 3. I don't know why they were trying to move the chains. Twin receivers split to the right, one to the left. And looking to throw once again. He's got some pressure, scrambling, and he's just going to throw that one away. That's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Rabbits. .150 on the clock remaining in the game. See what the Rabbits come up here. 3rd and short.
Rabbits are hoping for a way to score quickly.
Hands off around the right side. He's going to have enough for the first down. And late,
ball's on the ground,
I
but
it was down.
That's going to stay with the Rabbits.
Yeah, he got inside the 5-yard line, I think, to the just barely across the 5-yard line. So that's going to be 1st and goal now for the Rabbits. And the clock is back running. First and goal, Atlanta. Well, now they got it spotted right on the 5-yard line. Harrison takes the snap, hands off. That's number 24, Marshawn Woodbury, who's going backwards with his forward progress. So now we get the flag. 1, 2, 3 of them.
Referees all trying to throw their flags.
And that is a Bulldog bail bonds penalty.
First, where are they going to mark it at? And then mark off the penalty from there. It looks like they're standing on the 4-yard line as far as marking the actual forward progress.
Well, you think that would put them half the distance. Should take it down to the 2.
Okay, first they put it at the 5. Okay, personal foul against the Bulldogs.
Well, it goes back to the 5. So 1st and goal for the Rabbits. Harrison hands off to, he did hand off to Woodbury. And again, he's swarmed by the Bulldog defense for no gain. Woodbury looking to gain some yards there, but he actually loses a yard back to the 6-yard line. And the clock is running with 37 seconds left in the game. See if these Dogs can keep the Rabbits out of that end zone. Harrison hands off to Riley coming around the left side, and he is going to get in. That's going to be a 6-yard touchdown. And that comes with 21 seconds remaining in the game. And he is down in the end zone. He took a shot when he crossed that end zone. Them Dogs were trying to keep him out. Yeah, so next week these Dogs are traveling to Gladewater to take on the Bears. Let me see if I can get a score update on that Gladewater Sabine game. And they are up 35-28 over Sabine. They're looking for their first win of the season. Gladewater's 0-6. And Jaden Riley is back up again. He appears to be okay.
Gladewater's 0-6, but the Bulldogs are at the point you can't take anybody lightly. You try to take a game off,
that's right,
you lose.
So the Rabbits are going to go for 2 here, it looks like. Harrison takes a snap, and we got a flag, and they're going to let it go, so that might be on the defense. He jumps in for the 2-point conversion. That's going to be offsides against the Bulldogs, so that play is going to stand. And that is going to bring your score. Jefferson 49.
Atlanta 27.
Yeah, 29. That was a 2-point conversion. So 49 to 29.
Yeah, I was still looking at the scoreboard before they put that 2-point conversion up there.
With 21 seconds remaining in the game, the Rabbits close the gap, make it look a little better for them on that side. 49-29. And I would be expecting another onside kick.
Bulldogs actually appear to be, now they're getting players on the field late, or later than the main body of the team.
Jaden Riley's going to be the kicker, have it teed up at the 40. And let's see what he's got in store for us. He's going to try and kick the top of that ball and make it bounce off the ground. And no, he's going to kick it out of bounds. That's going to give the Bulldogs 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line with 21 seconds remaining in the game. Want to thank all our sponsors tonight: Brown Rig Insurance, Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Edward Jones Investments, Maximize, Bulldog Bail Bonds, Patterson Pest Patrol, Johnson Collision, Porta-John, and Laura Allen Photography. Also a big thank you to Will Fratangelo running the camera up top. Madeline Coyne is our sideline reporter. First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
And we will see if they come out in the victory formation.
And they do. So one play ought to do it. Just take a knee. And that is what he does. And that should run the clock out. And that's going to end the game with your Jefferson Bulldogs 49 and the Atlanta Rabbits 29. We're going to tally up some stats real quick, get our scoring summary together. We'll take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back to wrap this game up.
The Bulldog Buzz. Here you can get your latest buzz on the dogs. Up first, we have our varsity volleyball. The Bulldog Buzz. Here you can get your John. The next time you have an outside project or are planning a big event, be sure to prepare for all your needs. The folks at Porta-John are happy to fix you up with outdoor conveniences anytime you need them. Porta-John has everything from simple portable restrooms to handicapped accessible facilities and hand wash stations. They can even provide air-conditioned or heated restroom trailers for your next big event. Give them a call at 903-665-7449 or go online at portajohn.com. Portajohn, where service makes a difference. Portajohn proudly supports the Bulldogs and the JHS Strutters. The Bulldog Buzz. Here you can get your latest buzz on the Dogs. Up first, we have our varsity volleyball girls. Our girls started their season around 8 weeks ago. Our girls work very hard, and you can see so just in these live action shots. Come out and support your Lady Dogs at their next few upcoming games on Tuesday, October 17th, which is senior night against West Rusk at home at 4:30, and Friday, October 20th at Elysian Fields versus Elysian Fields at 4:30. Come out and show your support. And a special thanks to Laura Allen Photography for the amazing volleyball pictures. In October, your Jefferson Bulldogs wear pink in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Pink together, stronger forever. Your Friday Night Lights, and this is what your Friday Night Lights consist of. Your Jefferson High School Strutters. Your Jefferson High School Varsity Cheerleaders. Your Jefferson High School's Marching Band. And your JHS Color Guard. And last but definitely not least, your varsity football team. Tune in next week for more buzz on the Dogs. And this was your Bulldog Buzz.
And welcome back, Bulldog fans. This post-game show is being brought to you by Brown Rig Insurance. I'm going to run down the scoring summary real quick. In the first quarter with 10:35 on the clock, it was Kristen Bowman going 2 yards for the Bulldogs. PAT by Rivers was good, 7-0 Bulldogs. 7:09 in the first quarter, it was Peyton Harrison going 2 yards on the ground for the Rabbits. The PAT by Jaden Riley was good. That brought it 7-7. In the second quarter with 6:50 on the clock, it was Tamias Taylor going to Jermaine Hopkins Jr. for 24 yards. Rivers added the PAT, 14-7 Bulldogs. 50 seconds remaining in the first half. That same combination worked again. Tamias Taylor to Jermaine Hopkins Jr., this time for 37 yards. Dominic Rivers added the PAT, 21-7 Bulldogs at halftime. Then in the third quarter, Atlanta scored first. It was Peyton Harrison to Jaden Riley, going 71 yards through the air. PAT by Riley was good, 21-14 Bulldogs. But the very next play, the kickoff return by Moose Carter goes 85 yards for the touchdown. PAT by Rivers was good, 28-14 Bulldogs. Then in the third, with 5:55 remaining, Cameron Williams goes 1 yard on the carry. PAT by Rivers was good, 35-14 Bulldogs. 56 seconds left in the third. It was Williams again, this time for 30 yards. PAT by Rivers was good, 42-14. Then in the fourth quarter, that combination of Peyton Harrison to Jaden Riley again works for 25 yards through the air, 42-21 Bulldogs. Then in the fourth, with 2:50 remaining, it was number 17 for the Bulldogs, Amron Bruce, going 27 yards. PAT by Rivers was good, 49-21 Bulldogs. And then with 21 seconds remaining in the game, it was Jaden Riley going 6 yards for the Rabbits. The 2-point conversion by Peyton Harrison was good, and that ended it at 49-29 Jefferson over Atlanta. And Greg is going to go over some statistics for you.
For the Rabbits, through the air tonight, they were 9 for 17 for 176 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. They carried the ball 34 times for 164 yards and scored twice on the ground. For the Bulldogs, through the air, 19 of 28 for 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. They carried 41 times for 234 yards and 4 touchdowns, and 34 of those carries were by Cam Harris, who had 192 yards on the night, 2 touchdowns.
And to wrap up some scores around the district, Gladewater over Sabine, 48-42. That is still in the fourth quarter. And Tatum over White Oak, 49-15, and that is a fourth quarter score. Not sure if that's a final yet. And the last check we've got on Columbus and Hitchcock, it was Columbus 2 points behind Hitchcock, 16-14. Longview rolling over North Mesquite, 63-0. Texas High over Marshall, 21-7. And Carthage up over Rusk, 49-14. So, Greg, next week we're going to go on the road, going to Gladewater, where the Jefferson Bulldogs will take on the Bears. And, the Bears were coming into tonight 0-6, but right now leading Sabine, which was 3-3. So you can never underestimate your opponent.
No, and these are district games. They count. So by winning this game tonight, you've got a tiebreaker over a potential team that could tie you for the district championship should the Bulldogs slip up and lose a game. But that's what made that game against Tatum last season so important, because with one game to go afterwards, whoever won that game was the district championship because they owned the tiebreaker.
That's right. So Bulldog fans, join us next week. Pregame show will start at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. We'll be in Gladewater, Texas, where the Bulldogs will take on the Bears of Gladewater. That's going to do it for us tonight. Your final score here tonight, Jefferson 49, Atlanta Rabbits 29. We'll see you next week. I'm Bobby Lang-Bartels.
I'm Greg Ingraham.
And be sure to tune in 6:30 pregame next week. Jefferson versus Gladewater. Thank you all and have a good night.